What has been the biggest barrier for Black men to accept and receive mental health support? What has been the biggest barrier for Black men to accept and receive mental health support?
Being accepted, first of all. Can you see me as I am? Can you take me on as I am? Can I, in essence, be what I'm learning? If you can't be who you are in a different space and then change who you are to be that person in another space, then you have to then question yourself in that environment. Why are you changing? And sometimes we go become a chameleon in different environments. So in one environment, hey, I'm Mr. Fun Guy. In another environment, I'm kind of scared and afraid. And as a Black male, for me, one of the things that I would say that one of the barriers was allowing myself to open up, allow myself to try and relate to somebody. Would they get me? Would they understand what I'm saying? Would they understand that this thing, what I'm struggling, is for real for me? And it's sometimes almost taken on as like a one-size-fits-all rather than individual to you because of who you are and the actual strength it took for you to even think about being in this space is not recognized. And I think just for a Black male to even enter the space of therapy should be recognized as a celebratory moment, because that in itself is a win, that in itself is victory, that in itself is changing a generation. Usually it starts with the men. Trauma usually starts with the men, I'm not saying all, but sometimes it's usually the breakdown of the family, usually the man is the perpetrator, usually the man is the aggressor, usually, I'm not saying all. But what I found that if you can change the man, you change the system. Usually the man's the top of the system, usually the man is controlling the system. And for me, as a Black male, different barriers have been finance, different barriers have been vulnerability, different finance has been allowed to be myself. How, if I spoke up in a different space, how would you see me now? Because sometimes we perform to Black women, to other women, and we must be a certain way. I've got to be the aggressor, I've got to be the protector, I've got to be the man that always shows up.
A lot of men will relate to this, that their fathers would not have heard about crying in front of anybody. It is just not the done thing. You know, you get on with things. That is the message that a lot of men would have received growing up today, that, you know, you need to learn to get on with it. We don't recognize pain. We don't recognize mental health. You know, you need to just do what you need to do. And I think the other issue, I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done around men's health. Absolutely, not just on Black men, men's health, you know, as a general umbrella, where there's not enough work being done. I think the other thing I was about to say is that opening up is seen to be a weakness, when actually it's when we open up is the strength. So that really needs to be reversed, and that message that we need to give out there needs to be reversed, that it's when you don't open up, you're weak, but when you do, you're stronger. And that is what we need to tell people. We need to tell our men that you're being stronger when you open up. You're actually being weak when you don't. And change that view, reverse it, let everybody know that this is how we feel, that you're not weak to open up.
How to sign up? Visit Eventbrite page or scan Google support form.